This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, right, we'll start. Hi, Sunil. Sunil, are you able to?
Yeah, Ram, can you hear me? I'm logging through mobile.
Yes.
Signal bit
Yes.
slow.
Yes.
So I supposed to travel, but it's cancelled. Tomorrow I will travel. So I just joined. I'm in native place.
Okay, fine, fine. Anyway, no, we
Yeah,
are
we
discussing
can.
IIM. We are
Yeah, we
discussing
can carry on.
IIM.
We can carry on.
I think already you know that IIM those topics are.
Yeah, I forgot. That's what I know
Okay.
some concept. So let's refresh it.
You can go through that videos also. I uploaded videos.
Yeah, you shared with me, right?
Sorry? Hello? Hello? Pradeep, I can't hear you. Okay, fine. Right. So, Sunil, I can't hear you. Okay, fine. Sandeep, are you able to hear me? Narendra? Any voice problem from my side?
No, no.
It's good.
It's clear.
Okay. Right. Okay. So last class, right? So we had discussed users, groups, and policies, all those things. And today we'll see roles. Okay. If you see the roles in general meaning, take it in normal meaning, general meaning. So we can see. So roles like the trusted relationship. We can say in normal language. Okay, normal language we can say. So it was the trusted relationship between entities like different entities. Okay, very important. Okay, roles in IAM roles very important. It is also one of the access using roles and all we can provide the access, the permissions, the policies, all those things. But compared to the policy is different. It is like trusted relationship between two entities. For example, if I take this thing, Sunil, are you able to hear me? Sunil? He has some problem. Okay. For example, I have one EC2 instance. Sunil, are you able to hear me? Just 1 minute, I will send message. I think. Okay, right. For example, here I have one EC2 instance. So in that EC2 instance, server, virtual server. Here I have S3. Here, right, S3 means the storage, simple storage service. We can store, so our data, all those things.
Yeah, Ram, you please carry on. My signal problem. I will be connected. Okay, you please carry on.
Okay, fine. Just put in mute. Okay, thanks. Here, right, I have one EC2 and here S3. EC2 is server, normal server, like virtual server. I want to store my data which is in EC2 in S3. I want to store my data which is in EC2. Here, my EC2 is going to communicate with S3. Okay, so means here we have to provide some access. Like okay, so directly we can't access like one service to other service. We have to provide some access levels. Here, right, we'll create one roles. Here, role means trusted relationship between two entities. So, for example, here I have one server EC2, S3 storage. I want to store my EC2 data in S3. Then that we have to provide some access levels. These access levels we will call roles. Means trusted relationship between two entities. Here I will create the roles and I will attach this role to this role, right? I will provide some access levels like EC2 S3 access or admin access or S3 access or some. I will provide some permission for these roles. I will provide some permission and I will attach this role to EC2 or S3. So if you attach this role, right, means some kind of permission. This is also some kind of permission. If you attach these roles, then these two can communicate to each other. For example, EC2. This is my server, virtual server. I want to monitor my CPU, CPU utilization, memory utilization, my storage utilization, disk utilization, all those things. I have CloudWatch. CloudWatch means in AWS, CloudWatch is like monitoring tool. Using CloudWatch, we can watch, so we can monitor our services like storage, disk, CPU, okay, swap relation, all those things. We can monitor the servers, all those things. We can monitor using CloudWatch. For example, here I have one server. I want to monitor this server CPU, memory, swap, disk, storage, all those things under. So using CloudWatch means I can here. So each to CloudWatch need to access with EC2 to monitor CPU, memory, disk, swap, storage, all those things. Here, right, I will create the one role, and I will attach this role. I will attach to EC2 or CloudWatch. Means I'm creating one policy, one permission role. That name is role. Means here the trusted relationship between two entities. I'm creating one role and attaching to EC2 or CloudWatch. Means now my EC2 can access to CloudWatch and vice versa. Any questions here? Sandeep, Narendra, Sunil?
No, Ram.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So not
So
only
if I give Ram, if I give policy, we'll create one policy. We can attach this to EC2 and CloudWatch. It will work, no?
Yeah. It will work. The policy here, right? So that we are using the roles to provide the access between EC2 or CloudWatch. That means internally in AWS, if you want to communicate two services to each other, then what we will do? We will create we will add the role to the services. Okay, Narendra?
Okay.
Okay. So this is one thing, okay? This is one thing. And okay, so one already we know, okay. So second one is we take production, right? In production, so we'll have the multiple accounts, right? So this is production account. So this is my non-production account. Non-production. Production, a test account, dev account. We'll have the different accounts. Production means the production. So okay, we have the production data, production servers, all those things. Non-production means like it's kind of testing environment, test environment. For example, in my account, okay, so in my production, we have two servers, production and non-production. If I want to log into production, what we will do? I will create the one IAM user. one IAM user. So I will log into production. For example, take RAM. Okay, I create one IAM user RAM and I log into production. Again, I need same access, same permissions to non-production also. Here again, we don't need to create any IAM user. Here again, we don't need to create any IAM user. Using same username, same permissions, I can log in production to non-production. So here without creating IAM user, the permissions, all those things and all. Here already I have one username, RAM username, and I have some permissions, something admin policy, for example, admin policy I have. Using same IAM user, same permissions, I can log in to non-production from production account. Here that we need to create some roles. Okay, using roles, I can log in from production to non-production using same username and the same permissions or same policies. Yeah, instead of creating, so again IAM users all those things and all. Okay, so I will create one role and attach that role to my accounts. So my production account and non-production account using same username, same password, same permissions, I can log into non-production from production servers. This is security. So instead of creating again the permissions, the policies, the IAM users, password, all those things and all, already here I have something. I'm using here one IAM username, one permissions, all those using same things, same stuff. I can log into non-production from production account using roles. That means cross account access. If you want to log into cross account access, then we should create the roles. I will show you all these things under. Okay. I will show you all these things. No worry. Just try to understand the theory. The practicals I will show you later. So, any confusion, Sandeep, Narendra, Sunil?
No.
No.
Three. For example, so take one user, or maybe one client or manager, a project manager, or above project manager, or client side manager, or some architect, or some third party user, someone. So okay, you need someone. Okay, for example, take it anyone, one architect from other project, or like client side higher officials, or project manager, above manager, all those some guy. You need temporary access. One guy need temporary access. For example, 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, you need temporary access. So usually what we will do, if you want access for one guy, we will create the IAM user, one password, one policy. Okay. Also, after, for example, okay, so one guy requested, so access for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, something, some few days. What we will do usually, we will create the IAM user, password, and policies, and we'll attach all policies, all those things and all. After a few days, 4 days, 5 days, again we have to remove all the stuff under. This is very headache. What we'll do? But temporary access. One guy need temporary access, half an hour, 1 hour, to audit our account. We take in production in companies there will be some team, auditing team. So they need to audit our accounts, our AWS account. Just they need only 1 hour access, or So client side audit. So sometimes clients also will log in and will check they will audit. So just then only 1 hour or half an hour access. For example, so we have one issue in our environment. Okay. So we are unable to solve that issue. We want help from some other project tech lead or architect and all. On that time we have to provide 1 hour temporary access, 1 hour access, half an hour access and all. Means temporary, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, all those things. Okay. So and this scenario, right, we will not create the IAM user. If you create IAM user, right, you want to create IAM user, password, policy, attaching policy. Again, you have to remove that user after. Okay, so after 1 hour, 2 hours something. This is a headache, right? What we will do? We will create the temporary access. In AWS, we have one role. Okay. Web identity. Using this role, what we will do? So instead of creating IAM user, using this role, we will provide the temporary access. For example, here, so Narendra needs some temporary access, 1 hour, 2 hours. This guy from maybe auditing team or client side auditing team or some architect from other project or third party. But take it for example. So I'm working with a small company, not Wipro, TCS, Infosys, small company. So in my company, we have only 20 members, 30 or 40 members on that. So we're running one AWS project. We got one issue. We're unable to fix that issue. We need some consultancy from outside. Why? Because so our company is a small company. We don't have any that much capability. The architects, SMEs, we don't have in our company. We need to take some support, some help from some consultancy to fix issue, to configure the architecting, those things and all. They need only few hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours access. On that time, what we will do? Instead of creating IAM user, the policies, the stuff and all, using web identity, we will create the one role like temporary access. For example, take Narendra. Maybe he has his Gmail ID or Facebook ID or something, or Amazon account. The Amazon account means using his Gmail ID or Facebook ID, Amazon ID, something, some account, some third party, whatever, some account. He has some account, right? Whether it is Gmail, Facebook, or something, Yahoo, Flipkart. So using Gmail, we can provide the temporary access to his Gmail ID. So for example, 1 hour, take it 1 hour. After 1 hour, right, automatically the access it will become inactive. It will revoke automatically. So instead of creating IAM user, so that's some ID, Gmail ID, Amazon, Facebook, something ID. Okay, we can provide AWS access to his Gmail ID, using web identity role, temporary purpose. Okay? For example, in 1 hour, after 1 hour, automatically, so okay, the permissions, the access, it will revoke automatically. This is third one, web identity role. For temporary purpose, to provide the temporary access, we will use the web identity. Okay, Sandeep, any questions? Narendra, Sunil?
No, clear, Ram.
Okay, Ram.
Okay. Narendra, any questions, Narendra?
No.
Okay. Sunil, any idea about the AD or LDAP?
Yeah, LDAP, which is for the particular permissions for the some particular users, it can be in the Linux.
Yeah. Any idea about AD, Active Directory? This kind of LDAP.
Me.
Narendra, any idea about AD and
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. AD is for authenticating user.
Yeah.
So it's a domain for our organization. So from there, it's centralized accessing the user. So user can
Yeah.
access
I
centrally.
see. Okay.
So it's LDAP is only for managing the users. So it's only for authentication. So
Okay.
it's not domain and all. Domain will be
Okay.
separate. It is your connectivity. It's a protocol to connect our LDAP.
Okay.
LDAD.
Okay. Just 1 second. 1 second. Sandeep, any idea about LDAP or AD?
No, Ram, no idea.
Okay. So simply, I will tell you simply. Okay. So here I have my mailbox, my mailbox, the Outlook. There are some applications. Okay, some applications. Just roughly. Okay, just in high level, I will tell you applications. So here I have your laptop or your desktop access. Something here, one more like ticketing tool. So your mailbox, some application, some X application, some application. Okay, your desktop. Here, right? If you to log in to your application. Okay, so this server, this desktop, these things, and you use single username and single password. Right? You will not use a different username, different password. You will use the single username and single password. Sandeep, any idea about this thing? So in your right in your company to log into desktop, any applications and all, you use one single same username, same user ID,
Yes, Ram.
right? What
Yes.
will do? Here we will have the one account, AD, Active Directory. Okay, Active Directory. Is what they will do here. They will create your profile. Means your username, your password, your email ID, all those things. They will create in AD, Active Directory is Windows Server. Okay, and they will integrate this AD to all your servers, your applications, your desktops, your email box, all those things and all. Okay, using the same username and user ID or email ID or password, you can log in into the all the servers, these applications, your desktop, your email ID, all those things and all. Means just here they created your profile, means your email ID, your password, user ID, those things and all, and they integrated AD with your servers, your applications, those things and all. Okay? Using the same thing, you can log into these things. This is just high level. Okay. Okay, Sandeep.
Okay, Ram. Understand.
Same like that. Here I have my AWS. AWS. Okay. I can integrate my AD with AWS. Okay. Here I will create the users, and I will get users. For the users, I will attach some permissions and all. Using that username, that password, that policies, I can log into the AWS. It means we can integrate our AD server with AWS. A single sign-on and temporary access. For this, the protocol name is we will use the SAML, SAML, SAML. The protocol name is SAML. The full form I don't know. We'll see in Google later. Okay. So here we can integrate our AD server with AWS for single sign-on and temporary access also. Okay, Narendra, Sandeep, Sunil.
Yeah.
Okay, Ram.
Yeah, man, I got it. In our company, for example, we are using the monitoring tool Sensu and for Slack and all the Gmail, company mail, all everywhere we are using the same name and password. So even the scalar also. So you mean to say same, right? They are maintaining our credential in the AD and they will give the same password for the
Yes.
all.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Just okay, right. So this is four. Okay, four. Neighborhood tables total we have four roles. Four rows. If you want, you can read. Okay, so we'll see that. AWS service. If you want to just the first one, if you want to access one service with the other service in AWS, you should create the one rule between the two services. Well, like is trusted advisor, trusted relationship between two entities. Like another AWS account from production to non-production. It means the cross account login. So here also we can create the one rule web identity, the temporary access. Just now we explained it. SAML protection means the AD integration. This is very, very, very important. Okay? Very, very important. Interview, definitely they will ask. Definitely they will ask
It's
interview.
okay. So it's AD integration. Yes.
Yeah, head.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, AD
So
protection.
if I have AD, no, I in my organization I need AD. So I am creating separate Windows 3 AD. Okay, that I can integrate with SML or that will be different. So for example, I am purchasing AWS services. Okay,
Okay.
so there I can able to create one instant AC2
Yeah,
Windows
you can create the
2003.
yeah. Yes, you
Yeah,
can create. Yes,
there
yes, yeah.
I can create AD. Okay,
Yes.
I can install
Yeah.
AD services there.
Yeah.
From
Yes.
there,
Yes.
I can manage my entire organization. So is it possible
Yes.
or is it required? Is it possible? No. This is for
This is
only
possible.
accessing. Yeah. Is it this SAML is only accessible our console access, correct? Or our
Yes. Yes.
EC2 also?
No, no, only AWS, not servers, not you
Oh,
not your
server. Yeah.
servers, your
Okay.
data.
Got it.
Only AWS. Only AWS.
Correct. Okay. Only for console purpose.
Yes. Yes.
Internal
Till now,
everything we can do it. So our
yes. Yes.
organization guys has to do it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as
Got
of
it.
now, yeah, as of now, we're not discussing any servers, any databases, and all.
Correct.
Still, we are in
Correct.
the
Correct.
user
No, I have
user
doubt. I
manual.
have doubt.
Yeah.
I have doubt. So that is separate. This is separate.
Yes. Yes. That is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever we are discussing, as of now, this is only for the AWS access,
AWS.
not for
Oh,
server.
correct.
Yeah. Not for your servers, your data, your databases, all those things. Only for AWS access, whether it's
Okay.
console or command line. Whatever.
Okay. 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 Got it.
Okay, right. So, any other questions, Sunil, Sandeep?
No, no, Ram.
Okay, right. Okay, so this thing, right, the first one. So whenever we're discussing CloudWatch or VPC. So okay, we will. So there we can see this thing practically. If you so if I explain now, right, so you can't get anything. You will get confused. Whenever we are discussing VPC or CloudWatch or any other service, okay. So on that time we will implement this rule. Okay, this rule we will implement this rule on that time. Now we will see this thing. So, can I get anyone credentials? Okay. I have one account. I have only one account. So to implement this thing, right? So we need two account. With one account also we can configure. But if you have two accounts, it is better. You will get better understand. So can I get anyone account logins? You can ping me separately. Later you can change the password. Okay.
Can I send you, Ram?
Yes, send me separately. Okay. Later you can change.
Okay.
You can. Yeah.
My mail ID and password only, right?
Yeah, you do the your email ID, your password only. Just ping me in GoToMeeting chat only.
I'll send you in WhatsApp.
Okay, fine. Wherever you want. Okay.
Okay. Just
Okay. So I'm logging into the Sandeep account. Sandeep account. What is this thing? Sandeep, what is MFA code?
I'll tell you, Ram. 065
065
967.
967. Tell me once again, MFA code.
My favor one second. Okay. 154905.
15490
5.
905.
Yes.
Is it correct?
Correct. No, again it's changed.
Okay.
838
Okay. 838.
579.
Wait, I need to give your password. You can remove this thing. Anyway, you knows right how to configure. Later you can remove it. Unless.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know.
838 579.
Yeah, yes is calculator.
No, small letter. Everything is small letter.
Gmail.com. Not getting here.
Caps is on. Your caps letter is on.
Your password.
Yes. It's SUNNY @2593.
MFA code.
MFA code 5522 35. 552235.
Yeah. Like
What happened? It's correct, Ram. Sandeep dot.
maybe that.
@gmail.com is correct.
Well, we can share the screen and he can enter the password, I think. Is it not possible through this?
See.
Control.
Manager, make presenter. Make presenter. Organizer. I think I can't say it, but he can't take the control from my system in GoToMeeting. I think so. Uh,
I'll remove
Sandeep,
that I'll remove that MFA. Just
yeah,
give me
just
1 minute.
remove it. Okay, just remove it, that one.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, okay. Just let me know once you removed.
Okay, okay.
Removed, Sandeep? Removed?
Just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm over.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. And I will log in now.
All small letters only. Show me the password.
What you can rank password for what?
No, I'm able to log in into my account. Ram, I'm here.
Uh-huh.
I'm here. Show me
But
that password.
Narayan. I will try one. Maya. Password? I will show you.
You are doing some caps.
Correct only.
Email ID, correct?
Correct only. What? I'm able to log in from my PC, Ram.
See, maybe you need cookies. 2593. Is correct, right?
No. SUNNY only, not there's no U.
Uh, no, correct, right.
Yes, correct. Ah, what
If
happened?
authentication information is incorrect, please
I'm not
close
understand now.
this window. Wait, I will close and I will open new session. We'll see. We'll try final one. Otherwise, account.
Just a minute, Ram. Just a minute. SUNDV dot NARAYN. Correct. Next. Caps is on. Show me the password. No, S is small. S is small. Starting letter S is small. Starting letter S is small.
Okay, that's the problem. Yeah, you give me the capital. Yeah, that's all.
Correct.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now I have two accounts. You can see here, AWS1. This is my account. This is Sandeep account. You can see here, Sandeep Pasam. This is Sandeep account. Now what I will do, I will log in to Sandeep account from my account using my username, my password, my policy. Is that much easy? Okay. We have lengthy process. Okay. So now time 10:15, right? So we'll finish that by 11. So now I'm in my account. Okay. So RAM account. Okay. RAM account. Create. So one username, one user, whatever you want. Okay. If you don't, I think okay, in my account I have user. If you want, you could create new account. That's up to your wish. Okay. So I will take a RAM. Okay. So I will remove all this stuff from there. Just existing. If you want, okay, just leave it. I will create new one. Add user. So I'll give Sandeep. Sunil. AWS custom password means I'm getting new user. That's it. Okay. If you want, you can get. Otherwise, you can use the existing one. Up to your wish. Not require this thing. Permissions. Here I will attach admin whatever you want as per your requirement. Whatever permissions you want, you can attach. User. Create user. Done. Done. So I create user. If you want, you can create the group. If you want, okay. I will create the group. Create. Already we know what is the group under. Create group. So I will create one group. What some group, some storage group. That's just group name. Whatever you want, you can create it. Okay. Next. For a group, you can provide some access levels, whatever you want, as per your requirement, whatever access you require. So you can process. You can proceed. Next. Okay. So I created. Then add your user to your group. Your group. Load of storage. So just I will add my user to the group. That's it. Add user. Sunil. Add user. Okay. I added. So permissions already it has fine. Then create a just leave it spelling mistakes on the create a role. All this is I'm doing in my account only. Okay, RAM account. Okay, RAM account. Roles, create role, other AWS account. Here, provide Sunil account name. Sunil account name. I will take Sunil account name here. Account number. It's like cross account, right? We have to use the cross connection. In my account, I have to specify Sunil account number, the destination number. Okay, the destination number. We have to specify the destination account ID. This is the Sunil's. Just copy paste here without space. Without space. These things are all again MFA, the security level. If you want more security, again you can configure the security. Just more security. Permissions. For this role, some permission. We have to attach some permissions to this role. Here, whatever you want as per your requirement. So I'm giving admin. name. What I will go? What will you? Roll underscore December. Your description, whatever if there's some description in it, okay. Create role. Okay, so here I created one role here. All these things are I am doing in my account only. Policies, go policies. Here, right? So we have one policy. We have one policy here. Yes, the policy name STS policy, secure token service. All these rules, right? For all these rules and all, we will attach the STS policy, secure token service. Whatever we are doing these rules, already we discussed 4 rules. Right? These 4, okay, these rules we will attach the one policy. That policy is the STS policy. Why we need to attach STS policy means already explain whatever same thing. The it will support the STS policy will only support all these rules or all these rules. Okay? So that we'll see the documentation we'll see later. First, I will create the policy and I will attach the documentation. I will show you later. Create STS. STS means service. Rules concept. Later we will discuss in detail. Okay. Go here and okay, in my account only. This all this is I'm doing in my account only. Policy, create policy. You see STS such STS. Here you all whatever you want read write, okay, whatever you want. So later I will show you the documentation, STS documentation. Simple. Already we discussed same thing. For these roles and all, we will use the STS policy. STS policy for role. For role, we should attach one policy to our roles. That policy will be the STS policy. I'll show you later. Here, policy. Your description if you want. Create policy. Attach STS policy to your role and group or user. If you are using group concept, then attach the STS policy to your group or attach to your user. If you are not using group concept, then attach to your user. If you are using group concept, then attach STS policy to your group. So attach STS policy to your role. Go role, estimate go role. Role. Here, this is my role. Add policy. I haven't policy, right? My what is something of policy name. Given policy underscore this thing, okay. Attach policy. Attach it, same thing. Go group. Your group. Attach same policy to your group also. STS policy. STS policy. For roles concept, we will use the STS policy. Okay. Attach it here. So create a role. STS attach. Any questions? Any confusion as of now? This is a very lengthy process. Okay, very lengthy process. So you should remember all the steps. Sandeep, Narendra, Sunil, any questions? Any confusions?
No, Ram.
Okay, fine.
No.
Okay, fine. So, okay, so I think okay, so that's it in RAM account. Then I will go to the Sandeep account. Go to Sandeep account here. IAM. Where is IAM? IAM. Create a role. Same thing, okay. Here in Sandeep account also we have to create the one role. One role. Other account. Here I have to give my account. My account. In Sandeep account role, I have to specify the my account number. My account number. This is my account number. So next permissions. Permissions. Just give some whatever you okay. Some permissions. Here I'll give role name, whatever name, some name. I'll use same name. Role December. Okay. So here also create an STS policy. Create STS policy and attach to your role. I think no. I think it's not required here. Not required. I think so. Role. Okay, I think it's not required here. If you face any issues, then we'll create later. Okay. So in RAM account, I created all these things under. In Sandeep account, I have created all these things under. Only one thing. In Sandeep account, only just I created that cross account role, one role. What I will do? Copy role ARN. This thing. ARN means Amazon resource name means so in Linux side we will say absolute path, full path or absolute path. Any idea, Sunil, Narendra? In Linux we will say absolute path means the full path.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
So here also for this name the here is Amazon resource name. Amazon resource name. Here my resource is IIM. Here my resource is IIM. Account number, the role. Okay, this thing we will call the role. Your role. Amazon resource name is your file fully qualified name or your file absolute path. We will say right or fully qualified domain something. Here also same thing. This is our role, the full name, the full path, the fully qualified that name. ARN means Amazon resource name means the fully qualified name, the role name. Okay, any questions here, Narendra, Sandeep?
No.
Okay, copy this thing.
No.
Okay. Copy your role ARN. Copy your role ARN. Okay, this thing. Then again RAM account. Then go to RAM account. Okay. In RAM account, your group. If you using group concept, groups. Or user, whatever. If I using group concept, the go group. Otherwise go user. policy. Inline policy. Inline policy. Click here. Policy generator. Here. Allow. AWS service name. STS. STS. Amazon. Simple token service. STS. Simple system manager. STS. Where is STS here? Token service. Security token service. Okay, security token service. Actions. You can see here we have the different options. So later I will tell you all these options are. Here just select whatever you want. I will explain it later. Okay. STS. Just copy. User just create STS policy with pasting of Sandeep. Okay, mention Sandeep. Okay, Sandeep's role here. Just here I'm creating the STS permissions, STS policy with some permissions. A statement. Any questions here? Any confusions?
No.
Okay. Next. That's it. Okay. So just apply. That's it. So just we configure the class account, all those things are done. So these are the steps. Any questions in these steps? Any questions here? Right, inline policy means the same thing. Means I'm giving the same here. Right, here I'm using the inline policy. Inline policy. Here. Inline policy means I copied my fully qualified role name from destination, and the same thing I mentioned in my source. In source, the means I exchanged my fully qualified role, the AR name. Okay. Yes, I mentioned my destination role AR name into my source policy. The inline policy means the trusted relationship between the two accounts. Any questions here? Sandeep, Narendra, Sunil, any questions? Give some little bit confused. You have to practice. At least just practice two to three times. So if you face any issues, just let me know. I will explain later also.
Ram, we are creating 2 times STS account. Huh? Already one time we have created STS policy.
Only one time.
Okay, the down one. Yeah, that one.
Inline.
Okay.
Inline policy. This is inline policy. Okay. So inline policy means just okay here, right? Here I copied my ARN name and I pasted my inline policy. Inline policy means the same, the trusted relationship between two entities.
Okay.
So Narendra, Sandeep, any questions here?
No.
No, Ram.
Okay. Maybe you will get some confusion. Okay, just practice 1 or 2 times. So if you face any issues, just let me know. Later also I will explain. Okay. So that's it. Now what I will do? So I will log into my account using this link. I log in with this account with IAM user. In my account. Okay. So I'm logging with IAM user to my account, not Sandeep account. here the here, Sunil, right? Sunil, I think so, the username. Using IAM user, I'm logging into my account, not Sunil, not Sandeep account. Using IAM user, I'm logging into my account.
Created by your account. Okay, the Sunil account is created by your account, correct?
Yes, exactly. You can see here. So this is my account name. Okay, this is my account name. I log into my account using Sunil, my IAM username. Okay, so okay, Narendra, Sandeep, Sunil,
Yeah.
Yes,
go
I'm got it.
here,
Yeah.
go
Okay.
here, just click this thing. You can see here, switch role means I am switching my role. Switch role means I am switching role from my account to Sandeep account. Account ID, you give Sandeep account ID. Give Sandeep account ID means I'm trying to log into Sandeep account from my account using my username, my IAM user. Sandeep account role, the role name is given role underscore December 04. The role name, the display name, it will come the automatically. Okay, your role name on the rate of Sandeep account ID means I'm trying to log in to Sandeep account from my account using my IAM user. I switching the role, I switching my role. You can see here. Now I am in the, this is my role name, this is my Sandeep account number. Now I am in Sandeep account. Logged in, where I logged in Sunil as a Sunil, using Sunil my II, this is my IAM username. I am using this IAM user from this account to I log into this account using this role. Now I am in Sandeep account. You can see this is my account. This is Sandeep account. This is my username, my IAM user. This is my role. Using role, I switched my role from my account to Sandeep account using my IAM username. Okay, any questions here? Narendra, Sandeep, Sunil?
Nothing. So if you create one instant here, it will reflect to
Yes.
Sandeep ID,
Yes.
correct? Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Why? Because here I given admin access to Sunil user. I given admin access to Sunil, right? So I can do whatever as per the policy. Whether if you have admin, you can create the instance. Sandeep, I'm creating one instance in your account. Later you can delete. Okay. Just create. Okay, I created account. Sorry, on server. I created one server. I'll give a name for our created RAM account. Just for name. Okay, some name. Okay, refresh. Now I go to the Sandeep account. This is Sandeep account. You can see a Sandeep. Go EC2. You can see one running instance. Created from RAM account. Okay. So I can log in from my account to from source account to destination account using same username with role concept, with the help of role concept. You can see here. Okay, so I can see here in Sandeep account I can see the instance which I created in using my account. Okay, Nirendra, Sandeep, Sunil,
Yeah.
Okay.
just just try to practice 1 or 2 times. Okay, 1 or 2 times. If you face any issues now, just let me know. I will help you. Sunil, any questions, Sunil?
Okay, Ram, okay. Ram, in live scenario, how can we use this in production? Like, for example, in your company, how they are using this role concept? Just one any example in theory.
Design. Some difficult, some confusion. Mm, okay, right. So see here, right? Just let me 75. Okay. Primary site. Where is my non-production site? Primary. Municipal management. Okay, right. See here.
Product.
This is my production account. You can see here. This is my production account. This is our non-production account. I think everybody knows what is the non-production, what is the production. Anybody, any doubt? What is the production? What is the non-production?
No. Okay.
I have one doubt here.
uh,
We can use one AWS account. We can create for prod and non-prod. Is it possible? No. Why we need separate account?
sorry, can you tell me once again?
No. For example, AWS. I am purchasing on AWS account. Okay.
Okay,
So
right,
single account, I can use for prod as well as non-prod. Okay.
Okay.
So here I can see three types of accounts are there. No.
So you can use it, but right. No, I didn't get your question. Can you repeat once again? I will explain you. I can repeat once again.
For example, I am purchasing on AWS account. So
First
I
of all,
have one account.
yeah. First of all, you don't want to purchase anything. You don't want to purchase anything.
Just I am starting my company.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I am going to enter into cloud. I am purchasing one
Okay.
ID. Okay. In that ID,
Okay.
I can use for prod setup as well as non-prod setup. Correct?
So, okay, which ID you will purchase? Okay, here which ID you will purchase
Root
usually?
one, this one. That ID is there, no? 8.
Okay. You will
That
purchase
account I
this
am
one.
purchasing. Yeah.
Okay.
That account I am
Okay.
purchasing. In that
Okay.
account, I can use
Uh-huh.
for prod, non-prod testing, everything. I can make it one. I can make it no one group. I can put it for group production group, non-production group, testing group. Like that, I can make it.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can
if
create
you
instance
want,
like that.
yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want, you can get like that. Yeah, that like that also.
So here you are seeing three different types of IDs, correct?
Yeah, in our account, right? So we are maintaining different accounts. For production, different account. For non-production, different account. And for DR, you can see here one more thing. DR. For DR, we are maintaining a different account.
What is difference? You are buying storages, NS,
No,
EDS like
not,
that you are buying, or
no. Here we no need to buy anything. We no need to buy
okay,
anything. Take thing. For example, so Narendra, Sandeep, Sunil. Sunil account is production. Sandeep account is non-production. Narendra account is DR. You can imagine like that also.
okay,
Otherwise, in Sandeep account, in one region production, in different region non-production. Means in same account you can maintain the two environments, production and non-production. For DR, if you want, you can use a different account for DR.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Ram, in my company, I can give this example how we are using. Hello.
With example, which one?
No,
Sandeep, Sunil?
this concept in our company, how we are using is we have one AWS account which is for the
Okay.
production.
Okay.
In that production, in one region we have all the production
Yes.
setup, and in
Yes.
another region we
Exactly.
have some non-production, and in another AWS account we have RD account, which is
Yeah.
just testing purpose,
The-
which is not included in the original AWS account. Another
yes.
AWS
Yes. Yes.
uh, testing account. That is for the RD account. We
Yeah.
used to call it.
Yes.
It's up to our setup, like how we will use it.
Yeah. That is
And
up to your wish.
maximum,
Yeah.
yeah, correct. In the production level, they don't want to put any RD or testing or all those
Yes.
things which can affect the company or client. So for the
Yes.
safety
Yes.
purpose, they will make it different account.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I got. For example, here this is Narendra account. For example, Narendra account. Here I have this is Sunil account. Sunil account. Okay. What I will do in Narendra account in one region. For example, North Virginia. North Virginia. In one region, so I will deploy all the production applications or servers. In other region, for example, origin, Oregon, or some location, some region. In this region, I will deploy all my non-production applications, non-production servers. Means in same account, I can use one region for production, one region for non-production. In Sunil account, I will maintain some like dedicated for testing or DR. I think everyone knows about DR. What is the DR? The DR account, disaster recovery, or testing account, some a dev account, some account name, dev, test, DR, some name. If that's up to your wish. If you want in single account, you can manage the two environments. You can manage two environments. Otherwise, you can go for the different accounts also. Okay, Narendra?
Yeah, I am okay. But I seen somewhere they said that each incident should be different region. Then only you will get better for performance. I seen
Not
somewhere.
different region, not different region, different available zone.
Okay,
Not in region, different available zone.
okay,
Achieve
okay.
high availability. Okay. For example, here, right? So I have non-production account and production account. Sorry, non-production and production account. Here I have one username. So okay, RAM username. Using same username, same password for RAM, here I have admin access. So using same username, same person, I can log into the non-production for my activities. Means the security purpose. Here I don't want to create again the username, policies, all those things on that. Okay. So here I have one account. I fully I put the security, MFA, all those things, the security levels. In production, right? If you take production, right? So let me open 1 second. I'll remove this thing. if you have one account, right, for that account we have to provide so much security, not that much easy. Okay, so much security. MFA, we provide the mainly only MFA. Okay, MFA only. So this is my production. This is a non-production test dev, some other account. DR test dev something on the here. So for security purpose, what I will do here, I will not create any IAM security purpose, but time saving, all those things and all. I will not create any IAM user, Here only in one account, whether production or not production, any one account. I will create my users, IAM users, my permissions, policies, roles, all those things and all. Okay, using same IAM user, same username, same policy, I can log in from here to here. Okay, like it's kind of time saving, security, access levels also. Okay, Sandeep, Sunil, Narendra.
Yeah.
Okay, Ram.
Okay.
Documentation. You can see here. This is production account. This is some dev account, production account and dev account. Okay. So cross account allows IAM users in one account to access resources that are in different AWS account that you own. Only you own, not someone owns. Okay. Only you, only both accounts should be your ownership only, not someone owns. Separate production or dev as seen in the diagram below. Cross account access is handled through the roles. Users in one account is assume a role that grants access to resource. Benefits: no need to create individual IAM users in each account. User doesn't have to sign out of one account and sign in into other in order to access resources that are in different AWS accounts. These are the benefits. Okay, any questions here? Okay, fine then. Narendra, any questions, Narendra? Sandeep, any questions?
No, I am okay.
Okay.
Ram, only one question. You
Yes.
said about the time, right? So only 3 or 1 hour. So it didn't mention any time in this whole process.
Different one web, another policy.
Read this thing. Sandeep, just read the last line. What your understanding about last line?
User don't have to sign out of one account and sign into another in order to access resources that are in different AWS accounts.
Okay. So
Okay.
indirectly you can save some time, right?
Oh, yes.
Indirectly you can save some time. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Ram, got it.
So okay, so that is roles. Okay, so IAM. You can see here also. This is my one service. This is my other service. If I want to access from here to here, I need one rule between these two services. The first one. Okay, the first one. This thing, the practical, we'll discuss when we are discussing. So S3 or VPC or CloudWatch or EC2. Okay.
Ram, bit confused. In the same account, if I want to use from EC2 to S3, I don't need to create role.
Okay, good question. Good question. Can you repeat once again? I will tell you. Can you repeat once
I don't know
again?
if this question is valid or not. I'm just confused. In the
Yeah,
same
I got your
account,
question.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the same account, what is the use of role like accessing from EC2 to the S3?
Sorry, can you repeat once again? No, I didn't get your question. Something your voice is breaking or some getting the disturbance.
Yeah, there's some network problem in this room. In
TV
the
sound.
same account, can I use the EC2 and VPC in the same account without role?
No, yeah, your question is not. Can you repeat once again your question? Same account EC2 and
S3.
S3. Okay, S3. Okay.
So
S3.
what? Hello.
Yeah, tell me. I'm listening. Hello, Sunil.
Question is, I will tell you. His question is, we have one account. That account,
Okay.
the same account, we can use it for S3 as well as EC2. Is it possible or not? He is asking. Correct, Sunil?
Yes, right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I am okay. I am using.
IAM role we are using to get it from one account to another account to save some time and other benefits.
Security. Yeah. Security. Yeah. Security permission. Yeah. Yeah.
So in the same account only from EC2 to using S3 and all, we don't record any IAM role. Correct.
We need. That's what we need. Here, right? Just put mute. Okay. Here, this is my EC2. My EC2. My EC2. Here I have some data. In used to be the server, right? Server. I have some data. So I want to save this data in S3. S3. I can save. There are two ways. Okay, just leave this thing. Okay. In my desktop, I have some data. In my desktop, I have some data. I want to save the data which is in my desktop into S3. Now what we will do? We have to install the AWS command line, and we have to configure. Then using S3 commands, I can save my data, my data, which is in my desktop. My desktop or desktop. Okay. When I can save my desktop data in S3, I want to download, I want to install, I want to configure the AWS command line. I'll type here. So download. It's very important because what are the question that you have is very differently they will ask in interview. 100% question. If you go 10 interviews, in 10 interviews they will ask this question. Download, install, and configure AWS CLI. Then I can upload my desktop data into AWS S3. Okay. So any questions here? Any confusions here in these 2 points? Now, right? If I want to upload my desktop data, so at least you need one AWS account. Okay. So through console also, I can upload my data. S3. Okay. Here I'll go S3. Okay. So create bucket something. Okay. Create. Sandeep, later you can delete all those things, okay. So Here I can upload my data. Here I can upload. So my data, which is in my desk, my laptop. This is my personal data, which is my laptop. I can upload. If you need to upload your data, which is in your laptop, to AWS, what you need? You need to open one AWS account. Otherwise, if I use a command line, then you need to download, you need to install, you need to configure the AWS command line, right? Sunil, Narendra, Sandeep, correct, right?
Correct.
Like WinSCP,
Here,
we
right?
need to upload that.
Yeah, Windows, just leave that Windows CP and all. So that is different case. Here, you need you have EC2. Here I have my desktop or laptop. So if you need to upload your desktop or laptop data, so you need one AWS account or AWS command line. You can upload. Here you have EC2. So you can save your data, which is your EC2, in S3 also. How you will save here? Now you tell me. So two things. One is same process. Right? You can follow this thing also. Means in your EC2, download, install, configure AWS and use S3 commands. Right? Sunil, Narendra, Sandeep. This is also one server. This is also one server. In the server, you can download, you can install AWS command line and configure, and using S3 commands, you can upload. Right? Any questions here? Sandeep, Sunil, Narendra?
No, okay.
This is lengthy process. We no need to download, install, nothing required. Just create one role. Sorry, IAM. Create one role.
Well, Ram, through S3 we can just add file and we'll go to our just wherever the path and we'll add it, right? It's also easy, right?
Sorry?
No, to add our data, we'll just go to S3. No, to add our data in the
Which data? Yes, which data?
Desktop data.
Yeah, desktop data you can follow this thing. Desktop data you can follow this thing. If you are using EC2, desktop data you can follow this thing. Okay, you can click upload. If you are using EC2, if you want, you can download in your server, whether Windows or Linux, whatever it may be. You can download, install, and configure the AWS command line. And you can follow this thing, but it's not required. Why? Because not required. Simply here, go here, just create one role using this thing. Create one role and attach to EC2. Without these two steps, you can upload your EC2 data to S3. Okay, so here just create one role. This one, the first one. Create role and attach to EC2. That's it. Then you can save your EC2 data in S3 using S3 commands. You no need to download, no need to install, no need to configure the AWS command line in EC2. Instead of this first step, we will use one role. We will create one role and attach that role to EC2. Then I can save my EC2 data in S3 using S3 commands. This is a very important question. Definitely they will ask interview. Okay, 100% question. So in EC2, right? Yeah. Yes, yes.
So you mean to say
Uh,
the question will be like what I asked? Can we use the rule
so
or
yeah.
not? So
No.
you tell me
For
how
example,
will ask the question for interview.
yeah, yeah. So they will ask. So I have an EC2. So I want to save my data which is in EC2 in S3. So tell me how to possible how to save my data in S3, my EC2 data in S3. So then what we have to do? So I will create one rule between EC2 and S3, and I will attach that role to EC2. Then using S3 commands, I can upload my EC2 data into S3. So that is the question answer. In EC2, we should not install download AWS command line. It's not required. Not required to download command line, all those things. Using role, we'll get our role and we will attach that role to S3 and we can upload it.
Okay, okay. I got it. The same question continue. If we ask how can I use it in the different AWS account, then we'll go for that cross connection. What is that's
Yeah,
all.
cross account,
Right?
right? Yeah, that is cross account. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Thank you.
This thing, right? We'll practice. Okay, whenever we're discussing S3, VPC, CloudWatch, EC2, right? We'll practice. No issues. We'll get so many times, at least 5 to 6 times. We'll practice this one. Okay, right. So, any questions, Narendra, Sandeep, Sunil?
No.
Okay. So, what you will do, right? So, just go through this documentation.
Yeah,
Same
how
thing,
can
whatever
we
we discussed,
read
right?
this? Yeah, how can we read this document? So I am not able to read it. So this theory center. Only I can able to see the view about that diagrams.
Diagram. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You
You can
need
see
to
this
click
have
on.
just click here. You can see here. Click here. It will open one page. Again, if you want this thing, click this thing. Okay, you will get here. Just click this tab. That's it. Yeah. Just click these tabs.
Okay. Okay. Let me check.
Okay, right. So,
No, I am not
any
able
questions?
to click under 1 minute storage.
Check your network, Anna. Just click these tabs. That's it. It's simple.
No. Okay. Okay. He came. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, fine.